My name is Ruben Urbina. I'm a proud father of a sophomore at UC Merced. Her name is Daisy Urbina. She just received her semester grades, 4.0, A's all across the board. When Daisy graduated from Harvey Milk Civil Rights Academy, which is an elementary school in San Francisco, of course, that's where we start to make our decision. What middle school should she go to? I did my rounds. I asked a lot of questions, and a few middle schools mentioned the name First Graduates. A former worker at Everett Middle School became the principal at James Lake, and she told me about this great program, First Graduate. I believed her. I trust her. I was sold on the first day. I made my decision, made my mark. James Lake was the school for us. Daisy went there for 3 years, 4.0, all 3 years, with the help of First Graduates, with the help of the teacher from James Lake, with the help of the Excel program, with the help of the Beacon program also at Everett. I am so grateful. I asked, what does First Graduate do? First Graduate demands a commitment from the parent, from the students, from the teachers that teach our students. And it was a bond that was gonna last. It's continuing to last. I know it's gonna last a lifetime. I know that my child is successful because of all the people that helped her. First Graduate is now part of my village. Working in San Francisco Unified School District for the last 35 years has been very interesting for me. Some kids fighting us, not understanding that they can have a chance, they can have an opportunity. And a lot of them do make it, but there's a lot that don't make it as well. They need support, they need help. I believe First Graduate makes a dent in some of the things that they need. Growing up, myself, for me, my mom had to work 3 jobs. My dad left me when I was young, so it was very difficult for me. Never asked her for anything because I knew she couldn't give it to me. The 3 jobs went to pay for everything, so we weren't on welfare or we weren't on food stamps. I didn't know anything about scholarships. I didn't know anything about FAFSA. And so I had to work my way just to get through a JC. Luckily, 2 years of a JC allowed me to work at a middle school where I'm a student advisor, and I tell the kids about the right path. I tell them about college, but I always feel funny because I send them off not knowing what's going to happen. And then First Graduate fell into my life. People can tell you about a program, they can sell you on a program, but until you experience it firsthand, you can't endorse that 100%. I'm here today to tell you, yes, I can endorse First Graduate. I know that the program works. What they did was they gave me a blueprint. They said, if you follow this system, you follow these steps, your child is going to be successful. They're going to have a lot of options and a lot of choices. I think Daisy applied to 14 colleges, and she got 14 letters back. Now it was time to lay all these choices down on the table to see which one are we going to choose. We had a full ride on the East Coast, but she thought that was too far. I'm willing to take on another job. I took on another job to help her, not realizing that FAFSA was going to cover a lot of the money. Meredith Mason Scholarship, Viva Mas for Taco Bell, KFC. Even after First Graduate helped us, it didn't stop us to search for more scholarships. So on our own, we got another $10,000. Daisy will graduate. I have an older child too. She's a senior at San Francisco State. So Daisy won't be the first in my graduate, but my other child will be the first, and Daisy will be the second in my family to graduate. They both will graduate owing this much, no loan. I took on a second job to help them, and I pay this much every month because they have worked real hard and they continue to get that money rolling in with the scholarship and the grades. So I'm proud of my daughters for that. We talk about equity all the time, and what does that mean? Our district talks about it all the time. My daughter's mother, my wife, came from Nicaragua when she was 8 years old. She had to flee the country overnight. She told me stories about when she was a little girl, she had to hide underneath her bed because bullets went straight through the house. My father left from El Salvador at the age of 8, coincidentally, because there was civil war in El Salvador. They left everything behind. I know that there's a lot of families that we serve that leave their countries with nothing. They come here for better opportunity, but they need our help. They need our support. Those are the students I serve every day. Those are the students that are in the first graduate program. We may not get to see you all the time, but we are so grateful and we're so thankful that you guys believe in our kids. It's not that you're paying for the schools, it's not that you're paying for the books. The fact that you believe in our kids is what's most important. When Daisy first graduate, she was this shy little kid, barely talking. What you don't know about first graduate is they also demand more of you than just academics. You have to get to know your community. You need to give back. We went on marches. We did protesting. We did all those things. Daisy became a leader overnight, president of her La Raza Club, part of the Polynesian Club, French Club, and now she's in a fraternity at UC Merced. And why did we choose UC Merced? In the last 20 years, 25 penitentiaries were built in California, and only one new college, the University of Merced. We have to go to that school. We have to be part of that school. We got it wrong. We turned it upside down. I know the government looks at statistics, but the statistics are wrong. We're building penitentiaries for kids that are not even born yet. That's pretty sad. We need to put more money back in education and build more universities that are affordable or free to our students. Our goal is to send as many students to college as possible. So many of you have raised paddles to give tonight, and we thank you. If you didn't have a chance to do that, there is still time, and you can leave tonight to give support to First Graduate. And believe it, it feels good to do so. I thank you all. Thank you.